Have you noticed simple things, like climbing stairs or lifting groceries, starting to feel harder than they used to? And maybe you've thought, well, I'm just getting older. But what if the real problem isn't your age? It's what's on your plate. After 60, your muscles become more sensitive to certain foods. And some of the most common items in your kitchen, foods you've trusted for years, could be quietly draining your strength, day by day. This silent damage often leads to a condition called sarcopenia, where your muscles shrink and weaken without you even realizing it. But here's the good news. Once you know what to avoid, you can turn it around fast. In this video, I'll reveal 7 everyday foods that may be sabotaging your muscle health, and what to eat instead to stay strong, steady, and independent. Your muscles are crying for help. Don't miss what they've been trying to tell you. As we age, our muscles become more than just a tool for movement. They're our foundation for independence. Think about it. Every time you get up from a chair, carry a bag of groceries, or catch your balance after tripping, it's your muscles stepping in to protect you. After 60, these everyday actions can feel different, not just because of age, but because muscle mass naturally declines if we don't take care of it. What many people don't realize is that muscle loss doesn't always come with warning signs. It happens quietly, almost secretly. You might just feel a little more tired than usual, or find yourself needing to rest more often after doing simple chores. These aren't just signs of aging. They're often signals that your muscles are struggling, and the foods you eat can either help them or hurt them. Muscles are also critical for metabolism and energy. They help regulate blood sugar, burn calories even when you're resting, and keep your bones strong. When muscle mass drops, everything from balance to brain health can take a hit. That's why protecting your muscles isn't about looking fit. It's about staying functional, steady, and self-reliant. For many older adults, losing muscle can lead to a dangerous cycle. Weaker muscles make activity harder, so we move less. Moving less leads to even more muscle loss. Before we know it, things we once took for granted, walking without help, getting dressed, or reaching for something on a high shelf, become risky or even impossible. The good news? Muscle decline isn't a one-way street. With the right habits and the right foods, you can not only stop the loss, but actually rebuild strength. And it all starts with knowing what's helping you and what's silently holding you back. Let's talk about those silent culprits hiding in your kitchen. You might be eating something every day that feels harmless or even healthy, but inside your body it's doing real damage. Some foods trigger low-grade inflammation, mess with your blood sugar, or block your body's ability to absorb muscle-building nutrients. And the scary part? You probably won't feel anything at first. No pain, no warning, just a slow, steady weakening. Think of it like rust on a car. One day it looks fine, and then suddenly, parts are falling apart. That's how muscle loss from food works. It builds up quietly. A muffin here, a soda there, skipping a little protein at lunch. Over time, these choices add up. And because the effects are subtle, most people don't connect their fatigue or weakness to what's on their plate. Many of these muscle-harming foods are super common. Things we grew up eating and still keep stocked in our kitchens. We've trusted them for decades. But the truth is, our bodies change with age. And what used to be okay can now cause real harm. After 60, your digestion hormones and muscle repair processes all become more sensitive to poor food choices. What's worse, the damage can be compounded. If you're already not getting enough movement or if you've had an illness, muscles depend on a steady supply of protein, vitamins, and minerals to stay healthy. And when you feed them empty calories, additives, and sugar, You're starving them of what they need most. But here's the power you have. Once you recognize these hidden threats, you can take simple steps to reverse the trend. You don't need a complete diet overhaul. Just a few smart swaps can give your muscles what they've been craving. So, let's start with the first food that may be silently draining your strength. Let's start with a pantry staple most of us grew up with: white bread. Soft, convenient, and perfect for sandwiches, right? But here's the catch. White bread and other refined grains like regular pasta and white rice are stripped of their fiber and nutrients. What's left behind is mostly sugar and starch, fuel that burns fast but leaves your body empty-handed when it comes to muscle support. When you eat white bread, your blood sugar spikes quickly, then crashes. That roller coaster wears down your body over time. For your muscles, it means less stable energy and more inflammation. Think of your muscles like a car engine. They need clean fuel to run smoothly. Refined grains? They're like putting sugar, water in the tank. No real power, just a quick burst, followed by a stall. What's more, these foods tend to push healthier options off your plate. If your meal is mostly toast or pasta, where's the room for lean protein or vegetables? This kind of eating crowds out the nutrients your muscles are begging for, like magnesium, B vitamins, and especially protein. And without those, muscle repair slows to a crawl. Many seniors also find these foods comforting or easy to digest, which makes them even more tempting. But ease doesn't always equal benefit. Over time, relying on white bread and similar grains can chip away at strength, making you feel weaker without knowing why. You're feeding your body but not nourishing it. The better choice? Whole grains like oats, quinoa, or sprouted bread. These give you steady energy, more fiber, and nutrients that support healthy muscle function. And the best part? You don't have to give up flavor or comfort. You're just choosing options that love your body back. Now let's take a look at another common diet choice that might be fooling you. For many older adults trying to cut back on sugar, diet sodas seem like a smart swap. No calories, no sugar? Sounds like a win, right? But here's the twist. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin can actually disrupt the very systems your muscles rely on. They trick your body, confuse your metabolism, and may even increase your cravings for real sugar later. One of the hidden dangers is how these sweeteners affect your gut. Your gut bacteria play a big role in how your body absorbs nutrients, including the ones needed for muscle repair. When artificial sweeteners throw off that balance, you might not be getting the full benefit from your food, even if you're eating healthy elsewhere. There's also growing evidence that these sweeteners may interfere with insulin sensitivity. Why does that matter? Because insulin isn't just about blood sugar. It's also a key player in muscle growth and maintenance. When insulin isn't working well, your muscles can't absorb the nutrients they need to stay strong and rebuild. And don't forget the mental trap. Drinking diet soda can give you the false impression that you've made a healthy choice, which can lead to less mindful eating later. You might reach for an extra snack or skip protein without realizing it, slowly nudging your diet in the wrong direction for muscle health. Instead of diet soda, try sparkling water with a splash of lemon or cucumber, or even herbal tea served cold. They hydrate you, support digestion, and avoid the sneaky downsides of artificial sweeteners. Next, let's talk about a type of food that might be sitting in your fridge right now. One that seems hearty but hides a muscle-draining secret. Deli meats, bacon sausages. They're tasty, convenient, and often part of our weekly meals. But behind the flavor, these processed meats carry a hidden cost. They're packed with preservatives, sodium, and chemical additives that can quietly inflame your body and wear down your muscles over time. Even if they provide some protein, the damage they cause can outweigh the benefits. These meats often contain nitrates and nitrites, which are used to keep them looking fresh and give them that familiar cured taste. But when these compounds build up in your body, they can increase inflammation, making it harder for your muscles to repair themselves. Think of inflammation like a slow-burning fire. Over time, it weakens everything it touches. Another issue is the high sodium content. Too much salt can strain your kidneys and dehydrate your muscles, leaving them more prone to cramps and fatigue. And for people over 60, that salt sensitivity tends to increase, meaning your body reacts more strongly to foods that once seemed harmless. That extra slice of ham may be quietly wearing you down. It's also easy to overeat processed meats because they're convenient. A sandwich here, a quick snack there. It adds up fast. But the long-term effects include reduced muscle recovery, increased risk of heart issues, and less energy to stay active. All of this makes your body work harder just to keep up with daily life. A better choice? Opt for fresh, lean proteins like chicken breast, turkey, or fish. Or go for plant-based options like lentils and beans, which support muscles without the inflammation. Swapping out even a few servings a week can make a noticeable difference. Up next, let's look at a sweet habit that feels innocent, but drains your strength little by little. Sugar has a sneaky way of showing up in places you'd never expect. Granola, bars, fruit yogurts, salad dressings, even so-called health cereals. And while a little sweetness can brighten your day, too much of it can quietly sabotage your muscles. It's not just about weight gain. Excess sugar sets off a chain reaction in your body that makes it harder to stay strong and active. When you eat sugar, especially the hidden kind in packaged foods, your blood sugar spikes and then crashes. This constant yo-yo stresses your body and creates a state of low-grade inflammation. That inflammation acts like sandpaper on your muscles, wearing them down, slowing repair, and making recovery from exercise or injury take longer than it should. Another problem? Sugar competes with protein for space on your plate. You might choose a sweet snack instead of something more nourishing, which leaves your muscles underfed. And the more often that happens, the more your body struggles to maintain muscle mass, especially as you age and your needs increase. What makes it worse is that many healthy products are marketed to older adults as being good for energy or digestion, yet they're loaded with sweeteners. Even things labeled natural or low-fat can be sugar bombs in disguise. Your body doesn't care how it's labeled. It just reacts to what's inside. Instead, reach for snacks with real benefits. A small handful of nuts, a boiled egg, or Greek yogurt without added sugar. These support muscle repair and give you steady energy. And don't worry, you can still enjoy sweetness now and then. The key is choosing treats that love you back. Now, let's move on to a touchy topic: alcohol. Even a small glass can have a big impact on muscle health. Many people enjoy a glass of wine with dinner or a cold beer on the weekend. It's part of relaxing, celebrating, unwinding. But after 60, your body starts processing alcohol differently. Even small amounts can interfere with muscle repair, hydration, and sleep, all key ingredients for maintaining strength and energy as you age. Alcohol can slow protein synthesis, which is the process your body uses to build and repair muscles. Imagine trying to build a house, but your tools are dulled and your workers are tired. That's what happens when alcohol is in your system. Recovery slows down, and the risk of losing muscle increases, even if you're eating well otherwise. Another hidden effect is how alcohol disrupts your sleep. You might fall asleep quickly after a drink, but your deep, restorative sleep, the kind your muscles need, is reduced. Over time, this adds up, Poor sleep means slower healing, less energy for physical activity, and higher levels of stress in the body, all of which chip away at muscle health. Alcohol also acts as a diuretic, which means it pulls water from your body. That can lead to dehydration, especially in muscles, making them feel tight, sore, or weak. And if you're already not drinking enough water, which is common in older adults, the effects become even more pronounced. Your muscles simply can't function at their best without proper hydration. If you enjoy a drink now and then, you don't have to cut it out completely. But being mindful, choosing smaller portions, drinking more water, and giving your body time to recover can make a huge difference. Next, we'll look at 2 everyday foods that seem light and easy, but maybe leaving your muscles starving for strength. They're light, they're easy, and they've probably been in your pantry for years. Foods like crackers, cereal, and plain white rice feel safe. Simple choices that are gentle on the stomach. But there's one big problem. They offer almost no protein. And for older adults, that missing protein can mean the difference between staying strong and slowly weakening. Protein is the building block of muscle. Without enough of it, your body can't maintain or repair muscle tissue, especially after small injuries or normal wear and tear. And while low-protein foods might fill your belly, they don't feed your strength. It's like trying to fill a gas tank with air. It might look full, but it won't get you anywhere. These foods are also high in simple carbs, which break down quickly and offer little staying power. That leads to quick energy spikes, followed by crashes that leave you feeling drained. Worse yet, they crowd out opportunities to include more nutrient-dense, muscle-friendly options like eggs, beans, or lean meats in your meals. Another challenge is routine. Many seniors eat cereal for breakfast and crackers for snacks simply out of habit. But over time, this low-protein pattern adds up. Muscles shrink, energy fades, and it becomes harder to stay active or bounce back after illness. It's a silent shift that many people don't notice until they feel it in their bones. The good news? You don't need to abandon these foods entirely. Just pair them with something richer. Add a boiled egg to your breakfast, spread peanut butter on your crackers, or toss some beans into your rice. Small changes like these can make a huge difference. And speaking of changes, let's wrap up with a few easy swaps that your muscles will thank you for. Now that you know which foods could be silently draining your strength, let's talk about what your muscles really need and how easy it can be to give them that. You don't need a trendy diet or a kitchen overhaul. Just a few thoughtful swaps, spread throughout the day, can help rebuild what's been lost and keep you feeling steady, energized, and independent. First, focus on protein in every meal. That doesn't mean eating a steak at breakfast. It can be as simple as adding a spoonful of Greek yogurt to your fruit, tossing a boiled egg onto your toast, or blending a little protein powder into a smoothie. These gentle boosts keep your muscles fed and your energy more stable all day long. Hydration is also key. Muscles are made up of water, and even mild dehydration can make them feel tight, tired, or shaky. Herbal teas, mineral water, and even juicy fruits like watermelon or oranges all count toward your daily fluids. Drinking a little more each day helps your muscles work smoothly and recover faster after activity. Add more anti-inflammatory foods to your plate. Think colorful vegetables, berries, olive oil, turmeric, and fatty fish like salmon. These ingredients don't just taste great. They calm the quiet inflammation that wears your muscles down. They also support joints and bones, helping your whole body move with more ease. And finally, don't be afraid to treat yourself. Just treat yourself kindly. Dark chocolate, homemade fruit snacks, or a warm cup of chai with milk can satisfy your cravings without harming your strength. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every small shift is a step toward a stronger, steadier you. If this helped you see your kitchen in a new way, share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to comment your age and where you're watching from. I'd love to know who's here. Hit subscribe so we can keep walking this journey to strength and health together. You're not alone. Your muscles are counting on you.